Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be redesigning the Scythe plush. In today's video, we're going to be redesigning Scythe plush, and you might be asking, well, why are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to get into my reasons a little bit later. But first, I want to say thank you guys for the support on the last video. I didn't really expect that video to do that well, but you guys have shown me that you would want to see videos like that, which is really cool because I don't mind doing these type of videos, which is why we're doing this video today. But let me not waste any more time, and let's get right into redesigning Scythe plush. Alright, so the reason why I wanted to change the design for Scythe plush was because I felt like for the past couple of years, the design has been kind of bland. And even though last year I changed it up with the colors of the hoodie and switched it from just gray to black and red, kind of like Harley Quinn, I still feel like it still is a little like basic in terms of like the clothing, because it's just a hoodie and some pants, which is really funny because for the past the past 3 years, 3 years now. No. Since 2021, I think it took me 2 years to show what the bottom half of Scythe plush looks like, which is really funny because you would think that the main character that is used in my YouTube channel, I would show like the whole body from like the start, but that wasn't the case here. It literally took me like 2 years to show the bottom half of Scythe plush, which is crazy to think about because honestly, it shouldn't have taken me that long. I should have done that from the beginning, but I guess I just didn't want to draw a whole like full body, which is weird because that's probably something I needed to practice on back then, but it was whatever. And yeah, I just felt like this design was getting kind of stale. And I'm not saying the design was bad by any means. I'm just saying that I kind of got tired of it. And I felt like, you know, it's 2024, so why not switch it up a little bit? Which then led me to start creating a new design for Scythe plush. And my inspiration behind this new design was mainly knights and a little bit of Blackrock Shooter. If you don't know what those two things are, I suggest you look them up. Blackrock Shooter is an anime that mixes 2D and 3D animation. It's really cool. And Knights is a video game made by Sonic Team, which you should check out. It's a pretty cool game. But enough about that. So one thing that I did with this design was I tried the silhouette technique, where I basically kind of drew an outline of what I think the design would look like if it was pitch black. And that's where I started off of. And that basically kind of led me to creating a cloak type of outfit for the character. And when I was making the silhouette, I did try to give it some ears, but it looked really weird. So I decided to take the ears idea and move it onto the end of the hood and give it like two ends of the hood. Yeah, two ends of the hood to kind of simulate kind of like bunny ears, so that eventually like when I do expressive things with the character, I can like make those move up and down to like show expression and all that stuff. I think that would be really cool. Also with this design, I wanted to make sure that the Scythe plush concept was very clear, because with my last design, it was kind of shown there with like the half and half, like the black and red, you know, like Scythe plush, black, red, they're like contrasting things. So that's why I was like, okay, that kind of works. But with this, I tried to make it more clear, where I made the design kind of like a plushie, where you can see like I added stitches around the around the cloak. It's called a cloak, right? That's a cloak. Yeah, a cloak basically. I try to add stitch marks around the cloak. I remember I did try to add stitch marks around these white areas on the cloak, but honestly, the blue stitches didn't really look that good to me. So eventually I kind of just like drafted those and changed them to white, and I took them off like the white parts of the design and just added it in the middle. And I felt like that was a really good choice from me because yeah, the blue just really wasn't working. I probably could have made it work with like a different color, but yeah, I didn't want too many colors on this design. So I decided to move the blue color to the eyes and then keep the cloak black and white, because honestly it works really well, and the blue just looked out of place. I'm sorry, that blue just looked really bad to me. I also tried to make sure I kept the star in the design somewhere, so I decided to put a star on the side of the cloak, and I put a star in the chest area on the cloak. Also, another thing about the cloak, I tried to make sure some of the parts of the cloak were ripped, simply because I thought it looked better. Now with the face, I tried to make sure that the chin was more round to give off that plushy vibe, and with the eye, I decided to make the white part black, and I changed Scythe plush's eye color from red to blue. Why did I do this, you might ask? I thought it'd just be better to switch it up. That's literally it. And then right under the eye, I decided to add some stitches to make it look, well, you know, more like a plushie, even though you don't really need to do that, but I just felt like it looked cooler. And I did try to add stitch marks on the mouth, but they just looked really weird to me. So I decided to move it from the mouth to under the eye, and personally that just looked way better. Now with the hair, I basically just kept it the same from the old Scythe Plush design. Nothing has really changed with the hair. It's practically the same. Now with the scythe he's holding, I decided to change it from the basic one from the previous design to a more kind of like holographic design, but it's not holographic. It's actually based on the weapons that Panty and Stocking have. And that's why you saw me use the blue and the light blue colors. And I think it looks really good. I personally prefer this one over the old one. I did add some shading here and there too. I know for my last drawing I didn't add any shading at all, which was because I did add shading in Photoshop, but honestly it didn't look too good. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. And I still think it looks good personally. But yeah, that's why I didn't add shading in that drawing. But I did add it here, and it actually looks pretty good here. And at the end of the speed draw / speed paint, you can kind of see me like make different hands and arms and all that stuff. And that's because I decided to use this to make new PNGs for my videos. And I will show you guys how I made it in another video. It might be the next one, or it might be the next one after that, but I will show you guys how I made it, and I will show you how I animated it as well. And yeah, that's the final design. Personally, I think I did pretty good because the whole point of it was to kind of give off like a plushie vibe. And personally, I could see this being like a plushie. Maybe in the future, you know, when I get up there, maybe it will be a plushie, who knows? I'm actually hoping for that. That would be really cool. And that's the whole reason why I kind of made this, because I was like, you know what? If I get a plushie in the future, what would it look like? And I was like, you know what? Let me go make that right now. But yeah, hope you guys like this design right here. This actually kind of makes me want to go back and redesign some of my other characters, because those ones are kind of basic too. And I feel like with the new knowledge I have, I could probably do way better now than I did back then. But those videos will probably be later down the line. I don't know when they'll come out, but I'll definitely do those videos. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.